We all know that Stranger Things crew loves to play Dungeons & Dragons.
Yes.
And when we were watching the show, the season finale, at one point he's literally giggling and says, "This is the D&D fantasy show I've always wanted."
They're living out their game in the show. They're being Dungeons and Dragons characters. Jonathan and Argyle, since they're best friends, and they're both kind of doing a little bit of everything, okay? They're there for kind of some comic relief. They're both bards.
But Jonathan isn't a jokester, though. Jonathan is wise and calm and sort of a protector.
I do agree with that. And I was gonna make him a cleric, but there's someone else who's a better cleric. Will is the cleric.
Why?
Pure of heart. He wants...
didn't heal anybody. He doesn't heal a single person.
Oh, he heals everyone.
He heals nobody.
Yes, he's there to... He makes everyone's life better by looking out for the other person. He never looks out for himself. He's caring and healing others all the time. Elle, she is a sorcerer, badass, conjuring stuff because of an inherent power.
But she also brought Max back from the dead, so wouldn't that make her a cleric?
She has cleric. That is the only reason she would be a cleric, though. But she's not there to heal. She's there to blast. Blast.
I'll agree with you on that one. All right.
Mike. Good old Mike, Elle's boyfriend. He's not really an up-close fighter. He's kind of a distance fighter, right? He's throwing arrows at you. So he is a half-elf ranger.
Okay.
Yes.
So random.
Yes, it is. Steve is now the dungeon master. He is the mastermind. He's planning everything out. He's corralling the group. You're doing this. You're doing this. He's controlling the narrative.
It actually is a very big grow for
Yes.
Steve from season 1.
Huge.
Where he's kind of a douchey to... we've seen him sort of grow into this character over seasons, so I like that.
Nancy is this badass with a gun, right?
Always, every season.
So she's not up close hitting you with a big club like a warrior would, but she's an elven rogue assassin. She's getting you with the gun. You don't suspect her, but she's got the gun. Boom.
Robin was highly underutilized this season. She's been one of my favorite characters, and this season I'm like, well, especially this last 2 episodes, I'm like, where's Robin? Why aren't they using her?
Which is why I gave Robin the NPC. An NPC is a non-player character. I love Robin. I love what Miss Hawk has done for this role. She's amazing. Underutilized, like she said.
So while those 3 are off doing the dirty work, trying to find Vecna, and they're going to basically kill him, Max is going under to be the bait to try to lure him to where they want him to be. Lucas is protecting Max, and Erica is the lookout for both of them.
That's right. So Erica is a gnome rogue. She's tiny, nimble. She's looking out. She's got an advantage against larger creatures. Lucas, he is a paladin.
Okay.
You know what a paladin is?
No.
Okay, a paladin is a warrior that fights with the might of the righteous behind him, like a deity, like God. He's like the most pure character out there.
I'm gonna cry.
So he is. I mean, he stands up for what's right. He's always fighting for good. He's just there being a paladin. That makes Max a druid. She is a life bringer. She's wielding her own power in that sort of way. And I think they fight for her because she gives life to the whole group.
I think it's a stretch.
It's a little bit of a stretch.
But I'll give it to you.
Thank you.
Okay, now let's get to my favorite group and what brings us to this topic, which is Eddie and Dustin.
Let's start with Dustin because he's a barbarian warrior. Just him in his D&D group, him outside of his D&D group. He's going to hit you over the head with that huge club. He's just a fighter. Dustin's a fighter. Am I right?
To the end.
To the end.
One stumpy foot, he's still going to fight for you.
So I had a hard time with Eddie. He was Dungeon Master. If you were just going to throw that aside and just throw him into this world, he probably entered this world as a rogue. You know, he's kind of looking out for himself, stealing here, a little shady, okay? But in the end, this rogue rises to the occasion and sacrifices himself for the good of the group. 'Cause you know how to love me like